When the 5-door Mini was launched last year, some misunderstood its position in the market, citing it was a rival for the Volkswagen Golf or Ford Focus. Actually, the 5-door is a rival to the Polo and Fiesta, and it's up to this new Clubman to take on the likes of the Golf and Focus. One thing's for sure then, it's got its work cut out. You might spot this Clubman is slightly different to other cars. Instead of having a traditional style tailgate, it has these split doors, which, to be honest, are more of a talking point than actually useful, because this central pillar creates a terrible blind spot. Boot space, though, is decent, just shy of what you would get in a Golf, but bigger than a Focus. It'll swallow a baby buggy with ease, or a couple of large cases with room to spare. As an option, the rear seats also drop flat in 40-20-40 configuration for those longer loads. It's a bit of a drop to get into the Clubman, however, once here there is plenty of space. You could fit an adult behind another adult or a rear-facing child seat, helped out with Isofix. Even the middle seat is usable because it has a soft base which makes it feel like a proper seat, although you do have to straddle this transmission tunnel. The Clubman didn't, however, score top marks in crash tests with just 4 out of 5 stars overall and a child occupant protection score below that of its main rivals. Modern Minis have always stood out when it comes to dash design, and the Clubman is no different. In fact, it actually moves the game on from the hatchback. There's improved quality, better practicality, such as larger door bins. Overall, it just feels rather premium in here. Now, the iDrive system works well. These controls do feel a long way down. You can have your Clubman with either a 3 or 4-cylinder petrol engine or a 2-litre diesel. It's actually the diesel that we're most impressed with. Despite the petrols being good, it pushes out 148 horsepower, which is plenty of pulling power. It manages to get the Clubman from 0 to 60 in around 8 seconds, and it's got to be one of the quietest diesels on the market. It's also frugal, delivering 69 miles per gallon in official fuel economy tests, although in our hands it was more like 50. I do find this 6-speed manual gearbox a little bit notchy, almost like that racy Mini feel has been pushed a little too hard. Ride comfort is good though, aided by the Clubman's longer wheelbase, helps it to be smoother even by Mini standards and on run-flat tyres and without the adaptive suspension. A Golf is still more supple though and quieter, and although you don't feel every lump and bump in the Mini, you certainly hear them. There's also quite a bit of wind and tyre noise at motorway speeds, so if you do a lot of miles, a BMW 1 Series would be a better option. As for the go-kart handling, the Clubman certainly feels more direct than most in its class, with pointy steering and a responsive chassis. It does, however, feel a lot more calm than many smaller cars, mainly because there's a bit more lean on the front end and it has less of that darty on the edge feeling. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that it's still lots of fun, just in a bit more of a grown-up way. In fact, the same can be said for the Clubman in general. It still has that Mini look and feel, but with more mature handling, a smoother ride, and of course more space. It is worth noting though, it won't be available in the entry-level 1 model, and therefore prices are set to be quite expensive. The range starts from just shy of 20,000 for the 3-cylinder petrol, while the cheapest diesel is more like 22,000. Whichever model you choose, sat-nav comes as standard, plus be sure to take Mini up on its affordable TLC servicing package. Ultimately, as with all Minis, the Clubman is going to be an acquired taste. However, if you buy into what this brand is about, chances are you'll be happy to pay a premium for it. And if you find those unconventional rear doors as rather hip than hindrance, then you'll be very happy here because there's a lot to like. Before you go anywhere, don't forget to subscribe to the Telegraph Cars YouTube channel by clicking here, and to read an in-depth review of this car as well as others on the market, visit the Telegraph Cars website by clicking here.